You are on. You better be careful. Don't say the wrong things. What's happening, everybody? I have a reason for being disheveled this afternoon, this evening. Got a call from somebody that needed a favor a few minutes ago, and I had to run and do it real quick and then come back. And I'm not used to having to do things last second like that, but this is the kind of thing when the guy calls and says, hey, I need this, you got to do it. So I did it, and now here I am. So usually I don't have a reason for being disheveled, but today I do. So we are live, 48,309 people watching so far. Welcome to all of you. We don't have a particular plan tonight. We do have some things that we can talk about, but we don't have a real agenda. At least I don't. She might. I do have a couple of things to talk about. Thank you for the audio video checks, everybody. You want me to?
I just remember you saying, yeah, I got something to talk about. It's probably going to take up most of the stream. So I was like, okay.
I don't think I said it that way, did I?
Yeah,
but I know. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay. So that's fine. Then
you don't have to get right into it, though, if you don't want to.
Thank you to everyone that is giving the audio video checks. So listen, folks. Was it 2 weekends ago? I don't know when it was. Who cares? It doesn't matter when it was. We started taking pre-orders for Shark Pros. And guess what? The people who pre-ordered them have started having them sent out. You can't see it on here because my thing is so small. We got them on Tuesday. I got them on Tuesday. I drove to Italy. Just kidding. I drove to the distributor to pick them up. I have this one here with me right now because today I filmed a video all about this. I'm so excited about this filter that I had to put it together, and it's going to go up this Sunday. The video all about this filter. I don't want to go into great detail about it right now because then you wouldn't have any reason to watch the video on Sunday, but call it a sales pitch, call it whatever you want to call it. When there is a product that I am genuinely excited about, I'm going to tell you about it. And this one changes the game, folks. I'm not being Billy Mays. I'm not being the ShamWow guy. I'm telling you the truth. This thing is a game changer. And we have them on the website now, finally. If you want one, do it quick. They are going to sell out fast. I sound like a salesperson. I really do. And I don't mean to be. But this is how I make my living, so I guess I should be. But the quantities are limited. It's true. I'm saying everything. But wait, there's more. I mean, there's only a few other things I could say that would make it sound more like a infomercial. But it's true. We ordered a lot of these. We got half of what we ordered. And it's just because they're in such demand. They got to get shipped out to everybody in the country, around the world, not just the country. We're not the only ones with aquariums, folks. So they sent me as many as they possibly could. It was not as many as I ordered. And we're hoping to get another batch of them. When? Tell me, folks. In 2 weeks. And that'll be great. So what we're going to end up doing is, if we do sell out of them, we'll put them back up. It'll be another, not pre-order, because to me, pre-order is before the product is ever released. Well, it's released. Here it is. We've got them. So it's not pre-order anymore. It would be a back order. We are going to do that because most likely, if we don't have them, ain't nobody else got them either. So, because they're going to sell out fast. They're not overpriced. They're not cheap, but they're not overpriced. And they're game changers. I'm telling you. Did somebody say something about a commission? Unless you consider me buying this wholesale and selling it to you retail a commission. Yeah, I get it at wholesale. I get a commission. I mean, all I'm going to say about this filter
the thing is, you're not just selling a filter because you want to start carrying it on the website. You got it quite a while ago, and you've been using it in the 90 gallon, and you know it works well. So
I have been using it. It's not just, I just pulled it out of the box. Hey, you should buy this. It's true. I've put it to the test, and I am in love with it. I knew 2 years ago that I was going to be in love with this filter because I was very familiar with the Shark ADV. I've been using it myself and loved that filter. And when I was told what this was going to have, I was like, well, that changes everything. I can't wait for that. If that filter comes out and it is what they say it is, it's the best thing ever. And it is exactly what they said it was going to be. In fact, it's a little bit better. So listen, I'm not going to do a whole spiel. That's what this video on Sunday is for. If you're a cat lover, you're going to want to watch that video on Sunday because Carl was a big help with that video. He involved himself. He said, hey, John's over there filming. I think I'll involve myself in that, and basically put himself right here while I was trying to film the video. So if you're entertained by cats, check that out. But listen, this is the only sales pitch I'm going to give you on this, other than the fact that I love it. Any concerns that you had about the Shark ADV, they've been rectified with this. I promise you that. Whether it was the loud Venturi system that you didn't like, this one is dead nuts quiet. If it was the fact that it all flows in from the bottom and the intake holes are really, really big, doesn't do that anymore. Bottom is solid, comes in from the sides, and the slots are very thin. There is a sponge right on the inside of this, making it completely safe for fry and for shrimp. Wait. Did I hear you say you don't like the suction cups? Well, guess what? It's a magnet now. No more suction cups. We're fish keepers. We hate suction cups, right? You don't have to worry about it on this one. This thing changes everything about the Shark. If you want one, get it now. Otherwise, you're going to be waiting because they're going to be on back order. That's all I'm going to say about that, because I really don't want to be sitting here doing a sales pitch. I think this filter deserves a sales pitch, but that's what Sunday's for. So there you go. 3 different sizes, 500, 700, 900. If you want to know how much gallons per hour, the 900, 700, and 500, that is the liters per hour. So just go to somewhere where you can transfer that over to gallons, and you'll know how many gallons per hour it is. And there you go. They're made in Italy, so they do liters over there. There you go. It's your show now. Go ahead.
Mine? Oh, wow.
It's all you now, lady.
Well, I got a really awesome gift this week, and I just wanted to share it because I thought it kind of fits the hobby in a way. Yeah, it definitely does. But Melissa Jeswald sent John and I a housewarming gift, and this is one of the awesome things that was in there.
I'm going to put you out here by yourself so that everybody can see you.
Anyways, it's a fish dish. It's like handcrafted. It's a Mariposa. And there was a really cool story behind it that I'm not going to share because it's private. But I just wanted to say thank you, Melissa. That was so sweet of you. And also, I do want you to share something else that we shared on the members only stream, just because I really think that's super cool too. But other than that, I know it'll take you a moment, but I wanted to let everybody.
I got it right here.
Oh.
So here's what I want you to do. Move over a little bit towards the window. And I will put it up. You're talking about the picture, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put it up. I'll put it on there with you so that move over a little bit more. There we go. So I can make it a little bigger. There you go. There it is.
Is it on? Yay.
Yep.
Fishy Pet Keeping drew this for us, and I just thought it was super sweet, and I wanted to share that because it's Bubbles. And I love pictures of Bubbles. I've had Priscilla draw me one. We have a different one as a logo on our t-shirts. And I just think it's so sweet. And it was really nice of her to do that. And I just want to say thank you. Again, thank you. It was an awesome thing of you to do. And I think it should be a sticker. What do you guys think? Should that be a sticker? Yeah. All right.
Back to me now.
I guess so.
Chris said, are you guys going to Aquachella? That's actually what I had to do a quick thing for. I got a call from George, Coralfish 12G. Yeah, he's a he's kind of a big deal on YouTube. He called me up 8 minutes before the live stream started. And George is one of those guys that when he calls you, it's like, okay, he's going to need something and he's going to need it right now. And that's exactly what it was. He wanted me to shoot a really quick little thing for Aquachella, promotion kind of thing for Aquachella. So I had to run out to the fish house, do that, and then come back. And I got in here like 1 minute before the stream started. So
yeah, you literally did. I was like, what are you doing?
yeah, we will be for sure at Aquachella. Right now, it looks real good that both of us will be there, right? It's safe to say that. Not 100% that both of us will be there. Me for sure. And we're trying to figure out a way to get her there. The issue is having people here to sell all of the Shark Pros. But no, it's to be here to take care of all the animals and, take care of the fish and all of that kind of stuff. Whoever's here, we're not going to make pack orders, but you know what I'm saying. It's over the weekend anyway, but I will be there for sure. I'm speaking there. Going to be doing a talk about moving aquariums. Made the decision, started putting it together. And I think that's going to be a fun talk because we had such an eventful move recently. So I'll be doing my talk on moving aquariums. And, so yeah, I'm there. And as a matter of fact, I think I'm participating in a YouTube event on Friday night and,
what is that?
We do it every Friday, YouTube, every Friday of Aquachella, the YouTubers get together and there's going to be pizza. And then we're trying to put something together that's special for YouTubers.
I mean, I know that everybody usually gets together. I just didn't know if it was like what you all did that Friday in Dallas last time, where it was like a panel of people.
Me and Joey and George and Jason. We're trying to do that again. Joey's not going to be there. And I don't think George is going to do it because George didn't want to do that one. Joey might be there. I don't know. But Joey didn't want to do that then either. So I don't think he would be doing that. But we're going to try to put something like that together for Friday night. No guarantees on that, but then I'm also going to be on one of the live streams on the Aquachella channel, and then I'll be speaking. So yeah, I'll be doing a lot that weekend. You'll be able to see me there for sure. This one, I hope you're able to see. But
I mean, if everything works out, then yeah, I'll be there.
When is Aquachella? I'm 2 hours from Chicago. In Chicago, it is. I don't remember the dates. I just go. October.
No, wait, Chicago?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. October.
It's October 8th and 9th in Chicago, and that is at what is that place called? The Schaumburg Convention Center thing.
That's really cool. I like that place a lot.
So yeah, if you're a couple hours away, you have absolutely no excuse.
It's a lot of fun. Definitely. I'm still trying to talk the Zen Ginger into going to Dallas if she can go.
She definitely should. Will it sell out? Not sure when I should buy tickets. Money's a little tight right now. Trust me, I get that. I just had to buy all them sharks. You know what? There's still quite a few people that are afraid to leave their house and go to public event type things like that. So as much as I love Aquachella and as much as I would love to say, oh yeah, you better watch out, it's going to sell out. I don't know if it's going to sell out because I don't know if they have a restricted number of tickets that they're able to sell. It's a humongous place. It's like 100 and something thousand square feet.
It's huge.
It's like a football field indoors. I don't think it sells out. You know what? Let me ask one of the owners right now. You take over so I don't have to be short.
Oh, alrighty. Well, I could do my giveaway.
There you go.
So I wanted to do a giveaway, just something small, nothing major. And unfortunately, it is only for U.S. residents. I apologize, and I'm really sorry to everybody else. What I wanted to do a giveaway on was of 3 products of basically it's 3 products that I believe in, and I actually really like the people that we buy from because they're awesome and I believe in these products. And one of the first, okay, so this is going to be an invertebrate package. So anyway, so first off is going to be the Extreme Aquatics Shrimpy. This is a product that my shrimp love, my snails love. They go crazy over it, and it's a really good product, and I have a lot of amazing things I could say about Extreme as far as their fish food and just everything, and we've believed in them for over 10 years now. So great stuff. The second is going to be the Calcium and Nutrition by Cats Aquatics. My snails love it. My shrimp love it. They go crazy over it. I've been using it for the last year ever since she gave me a sample, and now we sell it too, along with the shrimpies. We sell both, but I love it. And Kat's a great girl. The next thing is going to be the Fritz Nature Box, because why not? You should have it with your shrimp, right? But anyways, I have a lot of really awesome things to say about Fritz stuff too. Their products are great and I love the company. So this is my giveaway: the Fritz Nature Box, the Shrimpy Food by Extreme, and the Calcium and Nutrition by Cats Aquatics.
And that's all 3 items to one lucky winner.
To one lucky winner. And if you don't have shrimp or you don't have snails and you win it and you want to give it to somebody, you can do that too. Just let us know. If you win, email kgtropicals@gmail.com. And so this is going to be the question. You know the answer too, right?
Now I do. I didn't know before when you asked me that this morning. I was
yeah.
Why should I know?
The question is, and maybe I should do just a smidgen little backstory on who it's about. There's this person on YouTube who nasty person. He likes to tease me all the time about my birthday, and he says happy birthday to me all the time, even when it's not my birthday. And I'd be like 564 years old right now if it was my birthday every time he said it. I just want to know, well, if you follow Steamfot Aquatics, and if you don't, you should go subscribe. But if you follow him, do you know what Bob Steamfot's birthday is? If you could tell me what Bob Steamfot's birthday is, and it's correct, you win.
The first person to say it
wins. First person, not everybody.
Not everybody that Googles it and figures it out, which I don't even know if it's on Google. Would mine even be on Google? I don't think so. The first to guess it correctly, and as long as that person lives in the United States, they will be the winner.
Oh, see, I think people didn't realize they were just answering who it was.
Oh.
No, it goes even deeper. You have to know Bob. Yeah, you have to know Bob's birthday.
That's a tricky one. I mean, you got to be a super fan.
Hey, we did a live stream on his birthday, and I wore a happy birthday hat. And if everybody was there, they know when his birthday is.
Well, there you go. If they were a true fan of the Steamfot.
I see someone that's very, very close. Very close.
Well, as these people think about it, first of all, I tuned into Bob's stream the other day, and his dog was looking in, and It was the cutest thing I've ever seen. His dog was like, I don't even know how to describe it, leaning over him, breathing in his face, his Doberman, and it was really, really cute. I couldn't take my eyes off the dog. Somebody asked when Aquachella is. There's 2 more this year. Dallas is August 6th and 7th. That is, it's in Dallas, Texas. What is the name of the place called? I'll find out for you right here. Dallas Market Hall is where that's at. Really cool place. And And yeah, we had a lot of fun there last year. And then
Lone-
Chicago is in Schaumburg, October 8th and 9th.
Lone Star Aquamom, that's my birthday.
Well, see, why don't you just put all your information out there for everybody
That's
to
okay.
know.
They don't know what year.
1988, is it? Right? Something like
I'm
that?
2 years younger than you. I'm waiting. You guys.
You asked a really difficult question.
Is it that hard? I
Bob
thought
is a
somebody would
superstar.
know.
Bob's a superstar, but, you know.
Wow. Maybe I should narrow it down. Because Audra Meyer was the closest so far as month. So.
Well, I'm going to address this question here.
Okay.
I have a 90-gallon aquarium and plan to put peacocks in. Do you think I could also mix a green terror? Nope. Don't do it. They probably get along for a little while, but then that green terror is going to be about 8 times the size of those peacocks. So don't do it, because your peacocks will all end up being food. Can they survive in the beginning? Yeah, but not for long. Green terrors are going to grow really fast too. Love green terrors when they're grown and big. Awesome. Love peacocks too, but I love them when they're apart from each other.
Getting closer.
His Doberman is an awesome dog. Yeah, I mean, it was so funny seeing his dog just with his head just
so
in there.
close,
It was cute.
spoiled sushi. So close.
Spoiled sushi. I didn't see that. I'm probably ahead of you.
Oh, maybe I am behind. I don't think so. I'm getting so excited because I keep seeing these numbers come through.
Hi, I'm 12 years old and I learned a lot of stuff from your videos. Thanks. Awesome. Welcome. That's a cool age. I remember when I was 12.
We have 63,000 people on here and nobody's figured it out yet. Well, I found it. Yes, Jim Clemens.
How about
Jim
that?
Clemens, you're the winner. It is August 5th.
So now, oh, look at that. And Lloyd gets it. Lloyd Christmas got it right after that.
Did you guys go over to...
and then Zen Ginger. Everybody was Googling. That's what it was.
Yeah, you guys went to Facebook and looked it up. But the winner is... Just email us. Email us.
Jim Clemens. Jim, if you do not live in the United States, I'm sorry to tell you, we're not going to be able to ship that over to you. So what you would want to do, we're going to let you do this instead of us saying, screw you, Jim. We're going to pick the next person. No, you, my friend, get to decide who it goes to if it's not able to go to you. So.
Bob just said it's not in August. Yeah, it is, Bob.
I'm going to laugh so hard if that's not the real day.
Well,
because
whatever.
Y'all break each other's balls.
I tell him happy birthday on that day every year.
I don't know when Bob's birthday is, and he doesn't know when mine is. So
it was last week, and you turned 49.
What? See, now Bob knows that, but he didn't know that then.
Yeah, he did. He probably lurked and saw it last week.
He's in Michigan. Look at that.
Who's in Michigan?
Not going to cost us much to ship it to him either.
Well, email us your address and we'll get this out to you. So I hope you have shrimp or snails.
And again, if you don't, you can tell us who we should send that to, or you can get it for yourself and ship it to somebody else. Do whatever you want to do. Those three items are yours now.
It's yours now.
So you can do whatever you want to do with them. High Performance Trucking. Hey, any ideas what I can put in a tank with female Midas? Not a lot. A common pleco, maybe? Midas can be nasty. It says it on Facebook. It's not the correct date.
Well, I've been celebrating that date every year, so you're welcome.
Well, that just got somebody a free thing of things, Bob. So if that's not the real birthday...
It's okay.
Then you just made Lisa look real stupid, and you're a bad person for that. We all knew Bob was a bad person, but
no, that's going to be his birthday for me. I celebrate his birthday on August 5th. That is his birthday. It is what it is.
Mars FPV drones. Somebody needs to please block him and kick him out of here for wishing me a happy 49th birthday with a he behind it, which means this person knew that was wrong. Shame on you. Do not block that guy. I was just kidding. That was funny. But back to the Midas female thing. I would not. I don't even remember the actual question. Wow, it moves so fast here. You know, you could put a common pleco in there with them, with her. I mean, there's a reason why a lot of times when you see Midas, they are alone. It is just one of those things, and it's unfortunate, but that's the name of the game with a lot of these fish. OMG, can't believe you have 374 million people watching. I am so terrified by that. That's more people than have watched the last 18 Super Bowls combined. This is the most watched event in the history of mankind. I can't believe it. I'm so honored by that. I mean, who would have thought a guy in a little old town in North Carolina with a bunch of bobbleheads behind him. I would never say that. And a couple of chihuahuas sleeping behind him. Eat your heart out, you Doberman Pinscher having Bob Steenfott. That's not as cute as when your dog was leaning in the other night, though. That was adorable. Who would have thought I would be hosting the most watched event in the history of all mankind? It's wild.
Mel Dawn asked, how was the dino cake?
It was delicious.
It was better than my daughter's cake the weekend before. It was so good it didn't even last till the next day. It was so good. Yeah, it
went fast. And that's just compliments to the chef. It really did go
quick. I mean, that was and there's not a lot of people here. I did eat a lot of it.
She ate more than I did.
Mm-hmm. I like Food Lion cake. I think it tastes yummy.
It was good. I mean, credit where credit's due. Is activated carbon a contributing factor to hole in the head disease in Oscars? What age to I read for a living. Switch juvenile Oscars from eating twice a day to one. Okay, so here's the deal. Kevin and Lisa. I personally have never had a Oscar. I've had Oscars get hole in the head, and I've never said, it's because of that daggone carbon. I've never said that. I'm not telling you that it can't be done. I'm not telling you that it's never happened, but it's never happened to me. We share our experiences here. If it hasn't happened to me, I'm not going to lie to you. What age do you switch juvenile Oscars from eating twice a day to one? I never did. I have always fed mine once a day. Always. So if you look at our videos, scroll back, and it tells you when the videos were uploaded. Go all the way back to August of 2019. You'll see what size my Oscars were when I got them. They're massive now. They were like this when I got them. I've always fed them once a day. There's people that would say I'm a bad fish keeper for doing that. Look how big they are. Look how fat they are. Look how happy they are. Look how healthy they are. I don't think I did them wrong. So,
no. I've been seeing some snail questions come through about feeding snails and how to get them to grow and what's good to feed them. And I really do stand by this calcium and nutrition. Also, there's the 3-in-1, and it's a really good product. Both of them are really good. My snails, that's what they eat. I feed them to my nereid snails, my mystery snails, my ram's horn snails. I mean, they're all doing great, and it's really good for their shells too. So, and I think that's one of the biggest things with them is making sure they get enough calcium and stuff, so their shells don't start deteriorating and stuff.
So I do not remember. We talked a lot about this in the members only stream before this stream. We talked about my memory being horrible. I do not remember the name of the person who asked about this earlier, but somebody asked about, is there a potential sellout at Aquachella? I messaged George, Coralfish 12G, and he just responded, the first Dallas one sold out. And that is 100% true. And I forgot about that. But the reason why that didn't register in my mind is because I wasn't there. We missed that one, and I was at Chicago that year, but I missed Dallas, and that was a shame. But
last year was so much fun.
It was
the Halloween one and everything.
The venue that they're doing it in now in Dallas is massive. The place that they had it in, it was the first one in Dallas in 19, and it was a much, much smaller venue. So there's always a threat that a fire marshal could come along and say, hey, y'all got too many people in there. You need to cut it off. You don't want to be that way. So buy your tickets. Whoever was asking, you don't know if you need to buy tickets now, buy them as soon as you can. I would do that. And they're cheaper when you buy them earlier too. He said there is a limit. The vendor booths for Dallas has sold out, and there's 10 booth waiting list. See? So I think this is going to be a big one. Yeah. So all the vendors have sold out, meaning they have a certain amount of booths that are for sale to vendors sold out. So that's got to tell you something. Vendors do not spend money on an event like that if they do not think they're going to get their money back. So it's going to be a big one, and I'm looking forward to it. So there you go. Get your tickets now.
Raul Ortiz asks, how would you recommend introducing shrimp to a giant beta? Personally, I wouldn't do it at all. The only shrimp, if I used a shrimp with a giant beta, would be an Amano shrimp, because those things are like impossible to kill, in my opinion. I don't know about everybody else, and I'm not trying to kill my Amano shrimp, but they've lived through some stuff. I had two that I didn't realize were still in my 75-gallon tank. I drained it down. I thought I got everything out of it. I still had the substrate in it, though, and some of the leaf litter and some of that kind of stuff. Drained it down, kept the water barely above the substrate just so it stayed wet. Had it in the back of the truck, drove it 4 hours down from Virginia to North Carolina, didn't put the tank in the fish house till the next day. And when we filled it up and I hooked everything up to it, there was 2 Amano shrimp just hanging out. I was like, dang, those things are awesome.
You could feed Amano shrimp to Bob Steenfat's dogs. 3 days later, those big giant dogs would poop those big shrimp out, and they'd be sitting in Bob's backyard. Then you could walk along and step in that poop and smear it all in your boots and go, ew, and smear it into the grass. And then the Amano shrimp would still crawl away. I mean, they're invincible.
That's a disturbing story. I
just can't stop thinking about Bob's dog. I almost said Dog's Bob. I can't stop thinking about dog. I did it again. Bob's dog in the stream the other night. It was adorable. But listen, don't feed your Amano shrimp to Doberman pinchers. I'm just saying they are very, very hardy.
This person was just asking about when to introduce shrimp to their giant beta.
But you talked about how tough Amanos were. That's why I made up the dogs pooping. And
right.
I was trying to have fun.
Yeah.
I mean, trying to show my personality a little bit here. That's what I'm trying to do.
You sure did. Mad Bren asked, Lisa, it's still a good idea to buy discus fish. I've heard a lot of breeders are no longer breeding discus. I haven't heard that they're not breeding them. I just know of a situation that makes me extremely sad. And that's that Stenker is going to stop selling discus. And then that's sad to me, but I guess sometimes when you do bad business, things happen and you treat people a certain way. But I love their fish. Their fish have always been awesome. If I can get some more, I am definitely going to get some more, and I know where to get them. I do recommend that no matter what you think about discus or whatever, I will always recommend Hans because
No, go ahead. Just go ahead. There's a reason why I'm doing this.
He will always be the person I buy my discus from. He's amazing. He does he's just a great. You're distracting me.
I'm sorry. I just want to prove I'm not Googling Judith. Go ahead. The person I'm saying that to knows.
Oh, okay. But
Great song.
he knows exactly what he's doing. I learned so much from Hans, and there's just not enough things I can say about that man. So if you're you're trying to get Discus, then I would still recommend Hans because he's not going to stop selling Discus. So that's all I'm going to say about that.
I didn't want Whip to think I Googled the lyrics that he just sent through in a super chat. He's done that many times, and he's stumped me every time, but not this time because it was a Perfect Circle song. You ain't going to get me with that song, particularly when it's my favorite song that Perfect Circle's done. Maynard James Keenan wrote it about his mother. It's a great song. It's called Judith. There you go, Whip.
So when you're trying to talk next time and tell a story, I'm going to just
That's
do this.
fine. I just didn't want anybody thinking I Googled it and cheated, and because when I finally know something, then
I could be sitting here while he's having a conversation or telling a story, and I could just go,
yeah, it messes me up.
yeah. And it's because I read the chat and I think something's funny and
Hashtag dogs Bob. Admit the dog owns Bob. Well, we all know that's true.
he feeds his dogs steak.
I know.
I was listening. I heard. But
Bob's Doberman is so gorgeous. Love your Chihuahuas too. Did you hear that, Bob?
what about Roxy?
Well, Roxy's not in the background, but everybody loves Roxy too. Come on. Even Bob would love Roxy.
I wouldn't let Roxy meet Bob.
Yeah, she'd get corrupted.
She'd get corrupted.
How's the second half of the beta system going?
It's not done.
It's not done, but listen,
There's
we
gonna
did
be
get
changes.
we got 3 things. One of them's way over there. We got 3 things that I'm really excited about that are going to create an improvement for the whole beta system. One of which was told to me by her. She made me realize that I couldn't do it yet. I bought 1 through 360, I think.
Stickers.
Metallic silver stickers with black numbers on them. That's how we're going to be able to organize the fish. This fish is in tank number 019. You know what I'm saying? And I was about to start putting them on the other day. And the way my life works is basically I come up with an idea. She hates it. And then she thinks about it for a little bit. And then she says, okay, go ahead and do it. And then she can act like it was her idea. That's how it works in my household. And so I immediately pull these out and I'm getting ready to start putting them on. She's like, no, don't do it. Don't do it because... And I'm like, oh, here we go. She has to go ahead and poo-poo every single idea I had. But she was right because the system needs to be finished because I'm not going to know when I get to the end of the first row, what number do I need to start with now? I'm not going to know. So unless we did just by section, but I just want to go 1 all the way across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now I'm labeling them and keeping them up by the way I'm labeling them is section 1, row 1, tank 10. And so it'll be 1, 1, 10. And I know that's the beta and I have to document it by hand and it's confusing, but it's working.
Yeah. So getting those labeled will be very nice. And then I also got the suction cups, which will attach the airline that we're using. It's Aquarium Co-op airline that we're using to supply the water to all the tanks. I got suction cups to attach those to the back of the tank, make it look a little neater. And also some of them, the hose was laying down in the water, so it kind of raises it up and it looks more organized and consistent all the way across. And then the last thing I got is actually sitting right there. I bought 300, or no, I think I bought 150 because we can do 2 out of each. Black plastic file folders. And I would say she is going to do it, but it wouldn't get done until 3 months from now if I said she'd do it. That was a joke. Look at the way she's looking at me now.
You are really digging a hole tonight.
You know I'm kidding.
You are sleeping in the fish house.
Whatever.
Carl.
He'd never let me sleep. They are to go between the tanks to get rid of the rainbow of colors of different cards between the tanks. So yeah, those cards, I don't think they look terrible, the multicolored ones, but they're thicker and they're foam. So if you get a little bit of water on them, all of a sudden they plump up. These are
hard
plastic.
to take them in and out too. Like when the way everything's so close together and stuff now.
It's because I built it so tight. So it's going to be a couple of weeks. The whole system will be ready. When will I have the tanks for the sump? I don't know. I don't know. And when will I have the tanks for the other project I'm working on? I don't know that either. Someday. It's not the kind of tanks I can just run down to the store and buy. So there you go.
Yeah.
Go ahead. It's all you now. You look like you really want to talk.
Oh, well, I would like to share the plant of the week. And I already shared the one plant of the week, the plant of the day or week, whatever, on the members only stream. And that was the Hoya Tricolor. And that's sitting behind me.
I'm telling her she's going to run out of plants doing 2 plants a week and then doing one in her video too.
Well, this is the Hoya Tricolor. And this is the one I showed in the members only. And I love it. Like I was telling them, I love like how it gets a white leaf and it's just beautiful. I've had it for a couple years and I got it from Plant Arena. Shocker. And this is a pet friendly plant. So, but my next plant is the Monstera Aidensoni. And it vines. It's like a Monstera vining plant. And this one, I didn't get from Plant Arena. I got from Walmart, I think. And the difference is probably like $65. That is not a pet-friendly plant, just so you know. Okay, you may continue.
The sumps ever come from the truck that crashed? No. After that truck crashed, we got into a big fight with that distributor. Not because the truck crashed. I mean, hey, things happen. We got in a fight over other things, and they gave me my money back, and I said they can go, themselves. Wow. So we're not buying from them anymore. We're going to buy the tanks from somebody else. I just haven't done it yet because we just went and bought all those sharks. So that's stay tuned. That's all I got to say.
Emma, yes, I do. I collect houseplants. I collect a lot of houseplants. I have a problem with it everywhere I go. And then I'm constantly propagating or trying something new to learn how to propagate a new way. Or, I have a problem with plants.
She does. When we go, I'm working on a lot of projects around here. And if I need to run to the hardware store.
I love it.
I have to come in and tell her, okay, listen, I'm going to the hardware store. You're not going with me. I'm going to go there myself and I'll be back in 15 minutes. And the reason why I do that is because I'll be back in 15 minutes if she doesn't go. But if she goes, it's going to be 45 minutes because she's got to walk around. And
has a lot of nice plants. Like this place has, of course, your gardening plants, your flowers, your bushes, your trees, but it has a houseplant section kind of intertwined in it, I guess you could say. And it's like,
It's very cool. It's a very cool place. That's why I can't let her go with me. It would be like if you wanted to go to the plant store and they also had a massive rare bobblehead section. You'd be like, I don't want him to go because he's going to spend 45 minutes in the massive rare bobblehead collection.
You'd still be done with that section before I was done.
I'm a really fast shopper.
Yeah, you're quick.
I'm just zip, 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 zip. I don't want to waste a bunch of time.
Ooh, I love hibiscus plants, Regina phalanges. They're so pretty.
Okay, so you had something else planned, right? Didn't you?
No.
I thought you did.
Oh. I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of people in here that are not friends with the person I'm going to mention, but there's a person. Well, friends on Facebook. Let me rephrase that. Friends on Facebook. She's a very known.
I'm glad you brought up Facebook.
She's a known person as far as YouTube goes, and she has her own channel, and she's in chats all the time and stuff like that. And she's an amazing artist. But Priscilla found baby raccoons in a dumpster. Like, I don't know if it was behind her house or at her job. So now I just realized we have a dumpster. We have a dumpster now. And
I'm going to put a lock on it because of what she wants to do.
If the lid is accidentally left off, I'm just saying, baby raccoons, that's too cute. Like, I saw that picture and I was like, oh, why can't I get baby raccoons? Like,
I love raccoons, and you know that, and I would love to have, I'd like to be that guy that brings out the tubs of hot dogs.
I'm going to go throw grapes in the dumpster.
I would do that. No, I would love to do that, but I do not want to attract raccoons so that they can get shot by the neighbors. That's what I don't want to do.
It's really bad. I guess, like, where we live at, they shoot raccoons.
Yeah.
They go out at night and they shoot raccoons, and it's like,
I don't know why that's fun to some people, but some people it's fun, and that is what it is.
Save them. Like, I can start a raccoon sanctuary.
Listen, that guy on YouTube that has like 40 of them on his deck, and he's feeding them hot dogs and grapes. I would do that in a heartbeat, but I don't want them to all get killed. I have to mention something that I'm surprised hasn't been brought up yet, but maybe it has, and I haven't seen it. There is somebody impersonating me on Facebook right now.
You want me to send you the picture?
No, I don't want to get more people to go to his page. Does not use the same name, but he's using all of my pictures from Instagram.
Yeah, my grandson, who is like
and her.
2 years old in that picture. It's like creepy. Like, what is wrong with people? Get a life, weirdo, sicko, pervert, weirdo.
When you put the kid on there and you put the wife on there, you are kind of crossing the line. I don't know who's doing it. I don't know what your problem with me is. They haven't done anything like to get me in trouble yet, but that's what you're worried about. Is that what it looks like to me is some idiot that is, in his mom's basement and he's bored and he wants something to do, and so he's acting like he's me. And that's why me. I mean, why not like Zac Efron or something? Why would you act like you're me? But
or Zach. Now he's probably getting it because you sent everybody over there to do it to him.
Whatever.
All those stupid trolls that don't have a life.
I don't know why this person is doing this. They might be one of those people that believes that I'm somebody that if they act like they're me, they can get free stuff from people. I know that's a thing. It's never been something that's happened to me before, but I know that there has been. I've talked with manufacturers who have gotten emails from people that are not who they say they are, trying to get free stuff. So I don't know what this person's agenda is. And I also don't know why multiple people, including you and others that we know, have reported this person, and I've done it like 4 times and nothing's happened.
Yeah. Nothing.
That drives me nuts.
I think the worst part to me is that there's a law when you're posting people's children's pictures, like minors, that's crossing the line. That is crossing the line.
I agree.
I'm hot over this, you guys. I am like, I need a drink. It just really ticks me off.
It makes me mad. It wouldn't make me as mad if it was just me. But when you put the grandson in there and you put her in there, you're crossing the line.
I don't care about me.
The easiest thing to do would be just come and see me at the YouTube booth in Dallas and we'll figure it out. How about that? Other than that,
come see me.
Just take it off. That way I don't have to keep reporting it. It's annoying is what it is. And in a million years, I never thought I would ever be somebody that someone would try to steal the profile up, like. And this person didn't take good pictures either. Like, are there good pictures of me? I don't know, but like pictures of me dressed up as the Steve character from Tanks of Our Lives. Really? That's the one you're gonna take? It's weird. The picture of you is a good one, but all the pictures of me make me, I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that anymore. I see people saying we should mass report him and all that kind of stuff. If I thought that would do any good, I would share the link.
I'm ashamed of Facebook. I'm ashamed of Facebook for not doing anything, though. I mean, what
I should do is tell Facebook he's praising Donald Trump. That's what I should do. This page is like saying this is MAGA country, and it'll get taken down like that. Right. That's what I ought to do. This guy is posting quotes from Jordan Peterson. Boom, gone, done, out. Ben Shapiro is all over this page. But when it's some idiot from North Carolina, they don't care. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
I put one Matt Walsh quote on there. I'll get that page taken down in a heartbeat, but not for me. Somebody said another question about Aquachella. I know I have to answer that. Emma, are you guys still going to Aquachella in August? I love answering this for the third time tonight. That wasn't a dig at you, Emma. This is one of those questions I love answering multiple times. Me for sure, her hopefully. Everybody at Aquachella
it's
and
all
me.
Up to Zengender. That's all I gotta say. It's
all
up to Zengender.
hoping she can be there. But that's.
It looks good. It looks good. There's just a few minor details we got to work out. That's all.
So far, it's looking good, though. So we'll see. But I will definitely be there unless something bad happens, which, hopefully it doesn't. I'm certainly hoping it doesn't. We all think that we won't attract the crazy, but I am famous for it. I can't get on a bus without some crazy story happening. All right. Yeah. Ignoring it won't stop it. It's becoming a problem. More laws and punishment or restrictions. I mean, you know what? When it comes to things online, it's almost like when YouTubers do something bad, the worst thing they could do is make an apology video. Now, there's never anything that would ever happen on this channel that would ever cause me to do an apology video. We're fish keepers. But you see a lot of YouTubers that make a stupid mistake, not in our community, but just on YouTube. Every time I see them come out with an apology video, I'm just like, no, just let it go. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
That's my strategy all the time. But today, we're a close group of people here. We're all friends. So I just wanted to make everybody aware that there is some idiot out there. I was about to say the R word. You talk about getting in trouble. I almost got in trouble right there, and I would have had to do an apology video. There's somebody out there acting like they're me. I just wanted everybody to be aware of that in case they, get a message from that R word. It's not the name, just my pictures.
Mm-hmm. And family. Okay, so I was going to do the poll of the week. You want to do that?
Go right ahead.
Oh, all right.
Your show too, lady.
So I want to do the poll. This week's poll was, it can be very controversial because some people have their beliefs. Some people have, everybody has their own opinion. Some people I don't think are honest. And I'm not saying the people that I'm going to read their comments off of, but, I think some people just say one thing, but they really don't do it. And then others, where I'm going with that. Okay, so anyways, how important is it to quarantine new fish? Comments are welcome to better explain why you chose your option. It had 8.2 thousand votes, 162 likes, 146 comments. And the options were very important, I do it sometimes, not important, and other. Very important was 41% at the highest. I do it sometimes was 37%. Not important at all, 19%, and other was 3%. And that, I think I would have rather seen it be like 60% very important. But like John and I, we would answer differently. Him and I would answer this differently. Of course, I put very important where you would put I do it sometimes.
I got to be honest. When you do the poll, it gives me an opportunity to look at other things.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what the question was again. Refresh my memory. I'm a terrible person.
How important is it to quarantine new fish?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you said my answer would be what?
I believe that your answer would be I do it sometimes. And mine would be very important. So
I do it sometimes, but it's also very important.
Yeah.
That's how I would answer it.
Well, some of the comments make sense, and I think you would fall into some of them. Okay, so the first comment was by Aquarium Insider. Really enjoying the convo here. Okay, so a little inside info. Quarantining fish for most stores is incredibly hard due to how expensive retail square footage is. In most situations, think 80-20 rule, stores will not have the capacity to quarantine fish. Number 2, fish brought in from all different countries will all come from different water qualities and diseases, bacteria, pathogens are not the same country to country. This is true. I've had issues where if I mix fish from different countries and fish from one country might be worse off than one from an entirely different country. Also, some fish don't handle the supply chain as well as others. If there's ever something I will always recommend forever, it is to quarantine those fish. Hope this is okay to post, John and Lisa. This is a hill I will die on. And I read that, like, I don't always choose the really long ones to read because I want to make sure I get as many in as I possibly can. But I feel like his answer made, or her answer made, a lot of sense. Mark Gambito said, well, I learned my lesson the hard way when not one, but 2 of my tanks got infested with ick. Thankfully, only 3 of my fishes died and majority survived due to prompt medication, which lasted for weeks. So in my opinion, quarantine is very important. Joe Provenzano said, I chose other because it depends. To me, meaning him, when you buy them. Some of the YouTubers put their fish through extensive treatment before they set up to sell them. Those people I feel safe not quarantining my fish, but your average place or importer is a must. And I agree, like, with that. I mean, I think there is, there's a different level of importance of quarantining if you know where they're coming from. I think quarantining is extremely important. But like with Hans's Discus, I don't quarantine them. I put them in with my existing Discus if I get them. And that's because they've only been in my tank. They came from him, and then, you know, he got them from Germany, the same place the others were bred. So I'm okay with it, and I just am. So the next one is going to be Scruffy City Aquatics. If I get them from friends, I might not quarantine. Less stressful to just add them. My local stores don't quarantine from the wholesaler. I watch those fish in a 10-gallon for a couple weeks. Most get at least a dewormer. Makes sense. And 90 Cents said, depends on your setup. If you have only one tank, how will you quarantine? Not everybody can quarantine. And then the last one, Mike Williams says, the supplier makes the most difference. But if I'm adding fish to one of my more expensive tanks, I always quarantine. No quarantine if the fish are going into a species-only tank. And I think, too, that, you know, I think this is the one I think is funny. Like, oh, you're not going to quarantine those fish. Like if we do a project video or something and we're adding fish, it's the only fish in the tank.
A brand new tank.
We just set the tank up. It's like, you know, running and it's established and, you know, has a cycle and all that. And we get these new fish and we stick 25 rummy nose in there. You didn't quarantine those first?
There's some that say it every time.
Yeah. Like,
Come on.
Okay.
Come on, I gotta show you too.
What are you doing?
He won't listen to me. Showing one dog, I gotta show the other one. He's been back there the whole time.
Are we
So
going to
there's-
talk about the members only and everything, the discount for the holiday?
You go right ahead. But I do want to, I want to add my 2 cents to what you were talking about.
Oh.
I don't think as many people quarantine as say they do.
That's what I was trying to get at when I said what I said.
I mean, I think it's very important and we should all do it. But the people, and I'm not talking about YouTubers and all of that. I'm talking about people that scour the internet to find things to riff on or to complain about or to yell at people for. That's one of those hot button items. And there are people that are what I would like to call quarantine word that starts with an N, but it's not that word.
Nazis?
You can't say that word on YouTube. Jeez. But yeah, that word.
Oh. Yahtzee?
We just lost all of our subscribers. We're out. We just lost our whole channel. Thanks. No, but that's one of those words that can get you in trouble.
I didn't know.
You should call it like the other N word, I guess you could say.
I didn't know.
But, you know, if you've ever watched Seinfeld, the soup guy, you know, there are a lot of people out there that when they see something, they like to pounce on it, even if they're guilty of the same thing. And I think that's very, very common in the quarantine community. The bottom line is not everybody has the ability to quarantine fish for 12 weeks before they put them in with the rest of their fish. It's just not doable for most people. And why would I get yelled at? This is how I know that it's fact what I'm saying, that there are quarantine N-words out there, not that N-word, the other one.
I'm not saying
When they
nothing.
would come after me when I put 60 yellow labs by themselves
Oh, yeah. That's
in a
funny.
brand new tank that no other fish has ever been in, and they come after me for not quarantining those fish. So what you expect me to do is put those fish in a 29 gallon and quarantine them for 8 weeks before I put them in the 240 that's never had fish in it and has no potential for disease in it. If they put this much thought into something like that, they would know that's the most ridiculous statement ever to say, you didn't quarantine those fish. This is how I know they're just looking for a fight. And if I was to guess, if I was to have, to place bets, I would bet that those people don't quarantine either. They're just looking for something to fight over. So very hot button topic. Good job, because that's always a good thing to do the hot button thing. So nicely done. Now they're both laying
I'm just
together.
trying to think of more N words, and I like the one. I like Nancy, quarantine Nancy's, Nimrods,
Nutcases.
Nutcases.
That works. Nancy, I'd rather not use because,
That's right.
it's
No,
my mom's name.
That's too much info.
I mean, come on, it's out there.
I know, but you don't want to give everything out. Then people will know.
I already got people impersonating me on Facebook.
That's what I'm talking about. You don't
Yeah,
want them to
hey.
know your mom's name.
They
Okay.
are in quarantine. Exactly, Regina. That's what I'm saying. If they go into a tank by themselves that's never had any fish in it before, they are in quarantine. As a matter of fact, I've had those fish in quarantine for almost 2 years. How about that, huh? Isn't that something? Your Discus have been in quarantine since 2019, August 24th of 2019. They've been in quarantine the whole time. We do it right, folks. My Oscars, never been out of quarantine. They've been in quarantine the whole time.
Yep.
I mean,
Lone Star Aqua Mom said, "What if Fake John is here?" Oh.
I
well,
mean,
he needs
you know.
to. He needs to pause this and rewind and listen to what we said.
Why Me. I mean, there's so many people out there to act like you are. You pick a guy that dresses in a costume to make himself look like Fred Durst. North Carolinian, by the way. Well, I don't think he's a North Carolinian. He's lived in North Carolina. He's a Floridian, but I think he has lived in North Carolina before. But anyway, why me? That's just dumb. There's so many people out there that would you do so much better acting like you're them than me. I don't know. Maybe your mom hasn't let you out of the basement in a while. I don't know. Ooh. I feel sorry for people named Karen these days. Yeah, I got one in my family, and it bothers me. I know what you mean. Because that has turned into such a name. Like, I would hate to have that name, but you know what? It's not as bad because that will go away. Like, people won't be calling women that ask to speak to the manager Karens 2 years from now. That's going to disappear. But people will always call bathrooms John. So I've got one up on everybody.
I think I'd rather be called a Karen than an Amber.
I think Amber should be the new Karen. Another name that can get us kicked off YouTube. Thank you.
Do you want me to leave the room? I just
don't us in so much trouble tonight.
What I can say.
No, you're not going to get us kicked off. I'm
that
joking. But
was our realtor's name.
And she's awesome.
Yeah. Her name's Amber.
You know who else was a North Carolinian? I found out the other day.
Who?
First of all, Dexter from the show Dexter.
Really?
What's that guy's name?
Dexter?
Mark Hall. Something Hall. Mark C. Hall. Or something. That guy. We all see him and we say, Dexter.
Dexter.
He's from North Carolina. But you know who else is from North Carolina? Edward Snowden.
Who's that?
And I texted her the other day and I was like, you know who Ed Snowden is, right? And she was like, nope.
Mm. And you never told me the story.
I know, because I got home late and all of that.
Oh.
Edward Snowden is a guy that people either look at as an American hero or a...
Don't say a bad word.
A treasonist. Is that how was that how you'd say it? He's in hiding now in exile, not in exile, but in what do you call it? Amnesty? He's in Russia because he cannot be in the United States right now.
You're not even supposed to say that country, I don't think.
Michael C. Hall, that's his name. Thank you. But yeah, he grew up like 30 minutes from here, Ed Snowden. So me and him, we're like that. You want to see the funniest clip you've ever seen in your life on YouTube? Look up, I wish I knew the guy's name. Edward Snowden.
I don't even know who this guy is.
Well, that's fine. I'll tell you about him after the show.
Well, they probably don't know either.
Oh, no, they know because they know. Edward Snowden
did he own a fish tank?
He worked as a contractor for the CIA, and he stole information and shared information with the media that showed that the United States government was spying on its citizens. That whole thing was Ed Snowden that did that. There is a clip of him online where he completely demolishes this guy, and he's in Russia, and it's not like this guy could ever mess with him, but this guy was basically a scam artist, and he hired Ed Snowden to be a speaker at one of his scam events, and Ed Snowden called him out on it and embarrassed this guy. Didn't embarrass him, humiliated this guy in front of all of this guy's people, and it was absolutely hilarious. If you can get your hands on that clip, there's 50 copies of it on YouTube right now. I just don't know what to tell you to search to get that, but it's one of the most amazing clips I've ever seen, and you feel so bad for the guy, even though he's a scam artist that has been arrested for ripping people off. So whistleblower, he's a whistleblower. Yeah, I mean, I think calling him a whistleblower is kind of insulting, though, because of the magnitude of what it was that he shared. But it's true. I mean, he is a whistleblower.
Kiba Lockhart said, I got a new tank and my guppy having fry, just tossing that out there. That's awesome.
See?
You're going to have fun with the babies. They're so fun.
You ever want to feel like a Dale Earnhardt level fish keeper? Get guppies because they will breed.
Well,
And you'll
Ginger
feel like a
said he
pro.
had a cat.
What?
This Ginger said, Lisa, you would have liked his cat at least.
Who?
Whoever that guy is you're talking about, I think.
Snowden? I don't
he had
know.
a cat? That's cool.
I
Now
sure.
it's worth looking into.
You probably his story probably wouldn't interest you, but it's a fascinating story for me because he put his life on the line to get this information to people, and now he's paying the price for it, and he should have been pardoned a long time ago. But anyway,
I have a cow mug.
I forgot to share this with y'all last week, and I'm actually disappointed. I'm not going to drink coffee out of it.
Oh, gosh, that's so funny.
I got a coffee mug from my stepdaughter for Father's Day. Or was it? This was for Father's Day,
Yeah,
not
Father's
for my
Day.
birthday. And it is so funny because it's a running joke that I say to people how do I even do it? Give you an example. Playing Fortnite not too long ago with my future stepson-in-law, who's actually going to be marrying the stepdaughter that we're talking about right now. Playing Fortnite with him.
He was an action hero on one of the videos.
The one that hurt his shoulder in the video, Doug.
Yeah.
And I made him look like Superman. He said, I'm made of steel, that kid. Okay. Playing Fortnite with him the other night, or a couple of weeks ago, and this guy comes in, and neither one of us know who he is. But he joins our party, and we're talking, and we're saying, he's asked what we do for a living, and then my stepson said I sell fish because I just I don't feel like saying it.
Yeah, we don't like to
And then-
just tell people, oh, we're YouTubers.
I either say I sell fish or I sell aquariums. That's all I
That's
say.
what I say. We have a fish business.
But my future stepson, Superman Doug, says, "Oh no, he's a YouTuber." And the guy just asked me a million questions and all of this. And finally I said to him, "Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal on YouTube." That's a joke. I say that to people as a joke. And so she bought me the most perfect coffee mug for Father's Day. And I'm trying to get it straight.
It was hilarious.
What are the odds? I've said this joke to 100 people. What are the odds that she found? She didn't get this custom made. She found this on the shelf somewhere.
No, she said she ordered it from Amazon.
Okay.
That place.
She ordered it from the devil. That's fine. I don't hold that against her. How perfect is that? That is so funny. And it's something that I've said so many times. Folks, I've said it as a joke. I'm not a big deal on YouTube. I'm just saying. But that's, yeah. I'm glad I got to share that with you because it's awesome. And I'm barely playing Fortnite anymore because everybody that used to play with me doesn't play anymore.
Were you
It makes
mean
me
to
sad.
them?
No, they play other games now.
Oh. Okay. Hey, there's... I'm fine. I had a tickle. I don't know where that came from.
Watch United States of Secrets via PBS Frontline, Lisa. It goes into great depth into Edward Snowden's involvement.
If I can listen to it, then maybe. I'm not going to sit down and watch stuff.
He's a super fascinating guy, and it's a wild story. He had to travel to Asia to give this information to other people, and then he couldn't get out, and they had to go. It's like this big thing. It's a wild story, and now he's in Russia. He lives in Russia. Y'all are both a big deal to us. Oh, for sure. She's a bigger deal than I am. Let's face it. This channel didn't start doing well until she got involved with it. No. I know that. But that's why it's such a funny joke when I say it, that it's not being real.
Anyway. Oh, wait. This is a good one. Josh Pagakis said, "Get to fish, not your life."
That's the wrong stream for that, my friend. We haven't had one of those in a long time.
That's okay. It's always fun to...
Or maybe we
say.
just haven't seen them.
Well, I think maybe you should address the new members in the super chats.
Yeah, because Whip's World, I don't want to miss another one from him because I did that one week and I felt really bad.
It was rude.
He said, Lisa, Mama is hoping she'll meet you at the Clash. At the Clash.
The Clash.
Not the Shella.
Oh, shoot. Is she going to Aquachella? See, that one I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to either in Chicago. I want to go to Chicago Aquachella so bad. But it's like, there's so many things going on at the wrong time. And it's family stuff and all. And it's like, it's just going to be hard. And not only that, there's, somebody has to be here for business and stuff. It's like, it's just so much. Like the Keystone Clash would be one of those things where he could stay, I could do the 8-hour drive, I could spend the night at my son's house halfway up and halfway back, something like that. But I won't know for a fact for like a week and a half when my son goes to boot camp, his like schedule for like when he graduates and stuff. And then I'll have a better idea of when graduation is in Chicago and when his 10-day leave is. Because I'm going to spend time with my son before I do anything else. But
Christopher Scott said, hey, I got my membership back. LOL and update. I have angelfish fry and cichlid fry. Whoa, you are doing it like a pro, my friend. That was from 8:37, so it's been a while. I apologize. Whips World said, I have a line on a fantastic donkey, John. Everybody keeps on with the donkey stuff, and it's just not going to work. Goats first, chickens first, then goats. And if they don't get eaten, not by us, but by wildlife, maybe someday, 10 years from now, we can talk about a donkey.
Whips World said, I'll play Fortnite with you, John. I could be a friend to you. You got to say that in a creepy Shawshank prisoner voice.
That's good. There's been a few people that have offered that. Fish from Fever wanted to play, and but
you should have played with him.
I know, I probably will. I'm not good at the game. That's one of the hard parts about it. But play with people who are good makes you look better. Rare Bruh became a member. Welcome, Rare Bruh.
Yeah, welcome.
We like the rare ones. High Performance Trucking. I've had an Oscar in the past, but I'm addicted to them. We have 7, and I'm looking to get 2 or 3 more. Have a 210 and 375s and getting a 110 in a few days. You have an Oscar problem, my friend. But that is a really good problem to have because they're amazing. You got to love them. Of course you do.
I really want a donkey.
Melissa Jeswald said, Needs everyone's good vibes. My landlord is renovating the property and stopping by.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he knows how many fish tanks or tanks I have. I may be an ex-tenant or ex-fish keeper. Ouch. Yeah.
Throw a blanket over them while he's there. Just throw a blanket over it.
We had that happen one time, and the landlord made us move a 125-gallon tank from the
upstairs.
We lived in a split foyer.
Yeah.
Split foyers are built like tanks. It's why that design is so popular because they're just like fortresses. But this guy wanted us to move the 125 from the top level down to the bottom level. And it was like, whatever. We planned on doing it anyway. So we moved it and it was no big deal. We kind of got lucky there, but that was the only tank we had in the house. Everything else was out in the garage.
Oh,
and
that's right.
Yeah. So good luck with that. I know how stressful that can be.
Yeah.
We had that situation with the cats at the last house. Like we had 2 when we moved in, and then we accumulated a whole bunch more. And we were afraid.
Them and bringing them in and keeping them.
Yeah.
And putting
and their babies and
putting them in the bathroom until I found new homes for some of them. I just accumulated cats. I had bathroom kitties here and there.
I know that this here chat from the member is a lie because it says I want to send a super chat. Could be dicey though. The boss has threatened to ban me. From Regina Phalanges, and I just saw it pop through. She waited until the last minute because she knew I was going to yell at her. We'll get to that in a minute. Xanadu for everything you do. Happy to be renewed on my membership finally. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Absolutely love that avatar.
Too. Just in time.
What? For what?
Hello. We're going to talk about the sale.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let me get a couple more of these real quick. Melvin Scottborough. I'm probably not saying that right. Hi, guys. I have a 36-gallon bow front, stocking it with yellow firemouth, 2 electric blue Acara, 3 angels, and a bristlenose pleco. What do you guys think? That's going to be tight, but you could pull it off if you are on your game, like on it. I mean, always on top of your water, always, good filtration on there. It could work. You're talking about the Acaras don't get huge, but the firemouth, the angels, they get a pretty good size. 36-gallon is not as big a tank as you think it is when the fish start to get some size to them. So, stay on top of it and keep that water clean.
At least he said bristlenose pleco and not common.
Yeah, then we would have been having a different conversation. Melissa Jeswald, John, have you decided on your Aquachella talk? Yes. I am going to be talking about moving aquariums, and I'm going to do it in the way I like to do it, which is kind of incorporating the I don't want to say lesson, but the teachings of the best practices to move an aquarium while interweaving my stories that I've gotten from having to do it 8 or 9 times. So it'll be a lot of fun, and I'm actually excited about it that I finally have one. But there could be a change with that because there might be it might get completely turned upside down, but I don't know yet. So we'll have to see. It'll all make sense. And if it does change, I will make an announcement.
And if I'm there, I might interrupt and get things going a totally different direction.
It just might have to do with somebody coming up on stage with me that's not her. And if that happens, it's going to be a completely different talk.
Wait, Lefty. Are you going to Dallas, Lefty? Huh. Okay.
All right. Nanners Piddlesmith. Love that name. I just got to giggle every time I see it. Hey there. What are your thoughts on pairing yellow labs with shell dwellers like Maltese or Similis in a 40-gallon breeder? I probably would not. And the main reason why is because why would you? Because if you put a bunch of Maltese in a 40-gallon, they're going to breed like crazy. And all of a sudden you're going to have Maltese. Yellow labs are going to be the same way. If you keep the babies, if you pull the mothers and you strip them or let them spit, then that'll work. If you let nature take its course in a tank like you could with the Maltese, you're not going to have very many survive. And I can speak from experience because I've got 60 right now. So, but I would just keep them separate because they're both awesome fish on their own. And then lastly, but not leastly, Regina Phalanges broke all the rules because that's what she does every week.
She broke the rules.
Her breaking the rules is about as reliable as Jeff H. pooping on us, which hasn't happened today and surprises me. Wow. Okay, cool. So it's a joke when you threaten to ban me for trying to help. I love your content, and I know beginners really learn how to successfully keep fish because of Cage Tropicals. You are too sweet, and you
do spoil us.
That is my guilt saying what I say to you every time you do that because you spoil us too much, and I genuinely believe that. And when you said the boss, I thought you meant your significant other, and I was like, yes, good, finally. But I guess you were referring to me, which I ain't your boss.
I could use all the help I can get, Regina.
She could. It's true. But yeah, thank you. I mean, how do you thank somebody for that? It's impossible to do. 3 more quickly, and then geez, they keep coming. Do what you got to do, and then I'll do these. You said you were going to do the discount thing.
Oh, okay. So
you got to tell me when we're starting it up.
We're starting it up at midnight tonight. Yeah, and it's going to go through till midnight Monday. So members only will get a 15% discount, and that does include fish, everything.
We will post the discount code to members tonight.
Yes. And for everybody else, because we appreciate everybody and we understand that not everybody can become a member, we're going to do 10% off for everybody else. And that is going to be from midnight tonight till Monday night, midnight. So, yeah, Monday night, midnight. Does that make sense? So, all day Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. All right.
Matt or Apollo became a member. That's a name I recognize from the past. Welcome back, or welcome. It's welcome back because it's a red badge. Thank you for that. Xanadudu, Lisa, I want to make more wild/alien betas, so we'll chat later.
Okay, we can do that.
Make as many as you want.
I've got a lot.
Because they're big sellers.
I've got a lot of aliens, a whole lot of females and males. Funny story is, John has to make the second half of the system a specific way on just one of the shelves because they're jumpers. And I found that out when I stuck them in the first system, and there were some missing. One of them...
It was not the cat.
No. One of them was... Well, no, because none of the other ones are missing at all. And we're talking about second shelf, first shelf, only aliens. And I've had one jump before, so I know they're jumpers. It's not a surprise. But I didn't know it was to that extreme. So I found one in the sump, which is good. That one survived. I found a couple on the floor that didn't survive. And then there was a couple more that were MIA, and I'm pretty sure they were snacks. So
the one that she found in the sump did not go through the drain. It jumped into out and landed in the sump.
Actually, I found two in the sump. So there was actually a male and a female in there together.
Nice.
But they weren't the same. They were different aliens. One was a green alien, one was a blue alien. So we wouldn't have wanted to mix them anyway.
Leslie Perry says, my husband nabbed a baby bream out of our farm pond and put it in my goldfish pond. Is it going to be okay? They are thriving so far. What's a bream? Is that a spell check thing? What I'm sorry. I'm not sure what a bream is. Yeah, look it up and then we'll see what happens. Melvin, again, thanks for the advice. Scott Borg. Okay. There we go. Now I know it. I hope next time I remember that, Melvin. You've seen how this is. There's so many people and there's so much love and it's hard to remember everything. I try really hard, but it's almost impossible to do. Kelly Brent Moody, became a member. Welcome to the team. So glad to have you. Mike's Aquatics and Things took Jeff H's spot and pooped on us tonight. Thank you. We always like a good pooping on. A Sutton 083. Hey guys, I just bought a giant beta through you guys. Cannot wait for him to arrive. I have 5 giant girls ready to meet him.
Oh.
Whew. Is he a Mormon? That was a terrible joke. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
This guy. If it's not me, it's him. We're just constantly saying
the reason why
stuff.
That's in my head is because I watched a clip from Curb Your Enthusiasm where Larry was talking to a guy about the guy was Mormon and he was like, how come you don't have 3 or 4 wives? And did what Larry David does. And it was funny. So that was fresh in my head. I literally watched that 10 minutes before the stream. So that's very funny. But that's a lucky guy. 5 girls. Fishtachio, that's a cool name. Haven't heard that one before and I like it a lot. Hey John, let's play both Fortnite and Halo. I hear about Aquachella a lot. Does it come to Atlanta ever? No. The only 3 places they've been is Chicago, Dallas, and Orlando. So Orlando is, not right around the corner from Atlanta, but just like Orlando is the closest to me, Orlando would also be the closest to you. And I don't know, like, to me, the only way I could see them going to Atlanta would be if they lost Orlando. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't do Orlando anymore, so you got to move it. somewhere close. Let's go to another major city. Let's go to Atlanta. I don't think they're going to have one in Atlanta and Orlando is what I'm trying to tell you. If they were to do another, good grief.
To Bream.
Yeah, that might be a bit of a problem. That looks like a man-eater. If they did another one in the East Coast area, I think it'd probably be somewhere between like New York or DC,
Raleigh's
Jersey,
good.
North Carolina.
Raleigh.
Yeah, Raleigh would be great. Sean, George, hook it up. But yeah, I would love Raleigh. You wouldn't even have to get us a hotel. Actually, yeah, they would. It's 2 hours away. Yeah, we still need a hotel. But I wouldn't think they would do Atlanta with it being so close to Orlando.
I would love to not have to fly.
Well, at least we don't have to wear masks anymore. Matt or Apollo, I'm finally able to come back to the member side of things, rebuilding my fish hobby one electric blue acara at a time. Also have a king beta in both of my tanks. Beautiful. Gorgeous. We love to hear that. Welcome back to the hobby. Welcome back to all of this. Super glad to have you. 9:31. I don't want to step on their toes too much.
Yes.
So I'm going to pass it off to this beautiful woman here to say goodbye to all y'all.
Fish Room Fever is streaming now, and we definitely don't want to step on his toes because it's Thursday night, and there's a lot more other streams that are going to be on after hours tonight. But thank you, mods. You guys are the best. And thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us, and lurkers and super chatters and just people participating in chat. It makes it so much more fun. And yeah, go check out Fish Room Fever's channel and his live stream and hang out with him because he's a fun guy too. And we'll see you next weekend. Everybody in the US, please be safe over the weekend, and happy 4th of July.
We can't see me, I'm waving.
Oh, Matt or Apollo, thank you for the $2 super chat. He said, Lisa, can you get king betas in green? I will look for you next time, I promise.